Welcome back to Epic Airsoft HD. This week we have the G&G Top Tech MP5 SD6. And we're back again, this time with the awesome G&G Top Tech MP5 SD. So, you've all seen this used by pretty much every single military in the whole entire universe. I mean, it's probably one of the most popular guns ever, if not most popular airsoft gun we see out in the field. Alright, so let's have a look at some of the features specific to the G&G that we have here just now. We'll start with the front of the gun. Here we have the suppressor. If you guys watch the unboxing video, you'll see that it's actually easily removable. We'll just do that for you now because it's not too hard. It screws all the way off and it reveals a 14mm counterclockwise screw on there. It's also got this bit here which you can remove as well. I don't know what goes to there, but you basically take the battery compartment out by doing that, which we're not going to do. All we want to do is see how good it shoots and how good it looks. The handguard houses the battery, and also you've got this nice charging handle up here on the top. You pull it back, and don't worry about doing the H-plate setup with this thing. The scope's in the way, but so I'm not going to be able to do that, but you get a nice clack forward. That also brings back to reveal the hop unit on the bolt here. Nice little hop slider. Actually, it's very hard to move. Well, it's not very hard to move. It just stays into place better than most other ones I've had. My first ever gun was a G&G MP5. This used to move with the BB vibration, and that was pretty irritating. You just get a nice stream of BBs and all of a sudden the BBs drop dead. That's a pain in the ass. This isn't going to do that so easy. The top receiver here is made of metal. Because this is a Top Tech version, everything is as close to real steel as possible without obviously the magazine. Magazine here is of the Tokyo Marui type, so magazine availability is going to be cheap and it's going to be really easy to get a hold of them. Comes with a high cap style with the windy wheel, and you pull back on the tab there to release. Also has the newer style lower receiver, which it's still part of the upper series receiver, which also has the M4 style mag removal system, so you can get there if you get long enough fingers. My girly wee hands can't reach that too well. The fire selector on the polymer lower receiver. Polymer is used in most HK guns. Their fiber reinforced plastics are the best in the world. They're really sturdy, so you can expect that to be reflected upon in G&G's quality. Fire selector is ambidextrous. You've got single fire and you've got fully automatic. It's not realistic in the fact that it has the 3-round burst like the ICS one we did before, but that's not really, I'm not fussed about that at all. But if you want a 3-round burst one, go for the ICS or a 1,000 pound Systema. We'll move to the back of the gun. This one has the 3-position sliding stock. Just pull that forward, little tab. It'll lock into place in each increment. Say you've got a big heavy plate carrier or something on there in your arm where it's going to be, or you get wee tiny arms. Fully extended though, it's nice and easy. If you've got a smock or a military jacket like this, then it's nice and easy to get your cheek down there and acquire your target. You'll see as well I've got a claw mount on the top receiver. This doesn't come with the gun, but they're easily available. This one costs about £15, so you can get your scopes up there. This is the Element Trigicon reflex sight. Really cool thing. It works off of infrared, so when the sun shines in there, it brings up the red dot. So there's no batteries in this at all, and you can also adjust the brightness level on the UV filter. Cool bit of kit. We'll put a link in the description below so you can see where to buy that. The battery, which is housed in the front handguard here, is easily accessible. It's held in by 2 tabs here. Just be careful you don't lose these. I would probably put some electrical tape around this to secure them on. Although they do fit nice and tightly, if they get snagged on a branch or something like that, if you're doing woodland, they're just going to pop out. You're going to lose them and it's going to be a pain to replace them. I can't see anywhere that has the replacement parts for it. Now I'm going to put my revision glasses on for this, just in case it's got some BBs in it. I know I've cleared it out, but I'm always kind of concerned, and it's always good to be safer than sorry. Alright, so I have here 3 batteries on the table. The LiPo batteries that we were going to use for the test actually give this a ridiculously slow rate of fire. I'll demonstrate that for you and explain why we used LiPos. The reason we use LiPos is to give a nice crisp trigger response, and that's really good for the reviews because we want to try and get the best performance out of the gun on the test to give it the best chance. However, the output on these isn't too great, and they're only 50C, and this is how crucial it is actually for your battery selection to work, because that is terrible. Listen to the rate of fire. Now, not only that, it's locking up the gearbox on occasion, and that is no good for any gun. Just to demonstrate, I've got another LiPo here, and it does much the same thing. So again, on fully automatic, that one is even worse. So it's important, guys, to go and get yourself some really good quality lithium polymer batteries, or indeed NIMs. I'll hook this one up and I'll put the handguard on just so you can hear the difference. Now, I wouldn't normally recommend them batteries because I run LiPos, but these ones are dreadful. There you go, what a difference. Like, that is ridiculous, the difference. So we'll go ahead, we'll put this one inside the gun, we'll put it together, and we'll get out there later and we'll do the shooting test. So to put the battery in, make sure your wires are nice and tucked away, because when we put the handguard back on this, we don't want to crimp the wires and damage them any. We want to be nice and careful. We're not under any pressure, no one's shooting at us, so nice and easier we take it, the better we're going to get this to fit in here. So the handguard can go on only one way. There's a little increment cut out there to fit on the other end of the gun, so we'll just slide that back on. It's quite a good bit of play, but it's nice, neat and secure. So it's easy to get on, and it's not too fiddly. I thought this would be a lot worse to put on than it is. But there you go, it's already in place. Take your little tabs, and move this charging handle out of the way. Put them in there. And your handguard is nice and secure, it's not going anywhere. Just test that again. So there you go, nice neat battery compartment. The battery's not sticking out anywhere. We don't like tech boxes and things like that. We want to keep it as real as possible. So if you're looking for something where the battery's tucked away nice and neatly, this is a cool gun. Really neat design. Alright, you've seen some of the features of the gun. We're going to move out on the range and see how it does. Okay, we're out here on our 30-meter range with the G&G MP5. First of all, we're going to do a semi-auto test, and we're going to move on to an auto fire test. So we're using 0.3 gram BBs for this because we get really good lift on them with the G&G hop rubber. G&G put a green hop rubber in here of their own. So soft, it's perfect for picking up heavy ammunition. The gun shoots about 330 to 340 feet per second, so it's really good, really nice balance. I expect a lot of accuracy out of this gun, with it being a nice shorter barrel, and of course it's a 6.04mm as standard with all G&G top tech guns. Okay, I'm going to move ahead and do the test already. Got our gun here and our nice heavy Abwood vise. Nothing here is going to move, so it's basically the gun accuracy and not my accuracy. Got our contour camera up there as well, so you get a point of view down the range. Oh, excuse me, down the range. So here we go, semi-auto, about 10 to 12 shots. Let's go for it. Okay, that'll do. Do you see it's got a nice blowback function on it? Gives that nice clack sound, bolt sound. That coupled with the suppressor gives it a nice realistic feel, because that's all you'd really hear with a real one. Alright, let's move on to the automatic test. Okay, for this test we're going to do fully automatic. What we normally tend to see is a difference, a variation between semi-auto and full auto. That can be due to the rate of fire, with the second BB coming out that's forcing the first BB, and it kind of gives a variation. There's a nice slow rate of fire on this one, so we're going to see if this makes a difference. I think it's going to be more accurate on full auto. So we're going to do 3 bursts of fully automatic fire. Let's have a look at what it does down here. Alright, cool, really awesome noise. Perfect rate of fire for a suppressed gun. So let's have a look at some of the targets. Okay, so the gun looks and sounds good. Let's have a look at how it performed. This is a semi-automatic test. As you can see, I'll just tear this off here. A little bit of paper left on it. It shot a nice hole out there, right out the middle. Got a couple of flyers up here, and obviously one up there. Again, that one's probably to do with the ammunition. This will be the characteristic of the gun. That is a really nice, neat cluster for a gun of this type. Now let's move on to the automatic test. I mentioned that you normally get a difference between semi and automatic, and the difference is clear here. Look at that cluster. That is really tight and compact. That's like a head-sized target at 30 meters. That is awesome for an airsoft gun. You'll see the paper tears here. They're actually leaving little flaps on the paper. Now that's due to the backspin on the BB when it hits the target. Because we're using a heavier BB, we need a bigger backspin to get that to hit the target. Now, the good slash bad thing out of this is, if it hits someone on the flesh, the BB actually wraps around the skin and it gives a really bad sting. So if you've got someone that's not taking his hits, that's a good thing. But if you're shooting your friends and you want to make, if you don't want to hurt them, that's a bad thing, obviously. This thing's lifting 4.3s. That's ridiculous. Now, if I could afford 4.3s out in the field and to use this and get 30, 40 meters out of it, that's what I would be doing. Nice, neat consistency, and that's exactly what you're looking for in an airsoft gun. You're not looking for crazy range, all you're looking for is that grouping. That's fantastic, great gun. Let's have a closer look at this again before we put it away. The scope on top here and the style of the SD6 just looks fantastic. I really like it. If I was rich, I'd be adding this to my collection. Look at it, it's gorgeous. And with performance like that, it's a formidable weapon to have. This gun's going to cost you around 290, 300 pounds. We'll put that in the link to the description below. You American guys are even luckier. Over there in Airsoft GI, you can pick up this gun for 280 bucks. Now that is nothing. Doesn't come with the battery, comes with one magazine, but what you want to do, like we demonstrated, is you want to get yourself a good battery for one of these. The blowback action on this one, I don't know whether it is the gearbox or the wiring, but you need to get a good charge out your battery to get the good rate of fire out of this thing. But for the performance, it is well worth it. Really cool gun. We've done the ICS gun before. You can click on that annotation there to see that. It's really cool as well. Got a 3-round burst feature. Didn't shoot quite as good as this one, but again, if you like that 3-round burst and the unique look, have a look at that too. You can check out this gun in one of the Scout the Doggies videos, and you can also check out one of our other G&G guns that we did before. If you like this review and you enjoyed it, guys, please hit the like button. It helps us out quite a bit. And also subscribe to us so you don't miss our next episodes. And we'll see you next week. Welcome back to Epic Airsoft HD. This week we have the G&G Top Tech. Ah, Jai, you fucking dick. Yeah.